Hi, my name is Margaret and welcome to Rear-Facing Toddlers' 5th question and answer session. This one is about the Diono Radian 5. For the first question, I've just quickly installed the Radian forward facing because it comes from Bethany and she asks what is the shortest that the top tether strap can go, because although the list says that the seat is compatible with her car, she couldn't make the strap short enough. So we're just going to go into the boot to show you how short it can go. So my car is one of not very many that actually has 3 top tether points. There is also one in the middle, and because I've got the boot seats folded down, I just thought I'd be quick and lazy and show you it on the middle one. So the strap, the hook on the end of the strap hooks onto the top tether point, which is here, and then you have to pull the strap tight until the indicator goes green. Now in my car, the top tether point is located quite low down the back of the backrest of the vehicle seat, so the strap is really long. You've got loads of excess strap in case yours is even further down, but in some cars it's actually really high up and it can be just up here or on a parcel shelf in a 5-seater car. So now I've just pulled all the excess out of the strap, so I've got all this length here to be left with a very short little strap that's got the hook on the end. So if your top tether point is located high up on the backrest or on the parcel shelf, then this is the shortest setting and you should be able to fit this car seat forward facing. And then there's a question from Laura and she says, is there a trick to moving the headrest up? Ideally one that doesn't involve as much swearing as I've managed before, and bonus points if it's possible to raise it without having to remove the whole thing from the car. All right, so move the questions away. I do admit that it's not the easiest of headrests to move, and you just need to wiggle it basically. So at the moment it's in its highest position. So when you want to lower it down from high up, you need to, at the bottom, lift it up slightly to bring it forward and then just walk it down. So just sort of lift and push step by step until you get it to the position that you want, like that. All right, and then to go back up, you just reverse the process and do the opposite. So then you lean the top forward. So you pull this forward and lift it up, forward and up. And you have to just do a little step at a time on each side. I know it's not the most technical of headrests, but that's how it works. Caroline asks why the straps are so difficult to tighten. In comparison to her other car seat, this one seems very, very stiff. And that is true because the Radian has a different mechanism on the harness, which you have to ratchet to get tight. So if you, once you put the baby in, you've got the straps quite loose. If you then pull the straps in one go, they can be really stiff and very, very difficult to do. So I'm just going to loosen them again to show you what to do instead. So you buckle the baby in, and while the straps are still completely loose, you reach behind the seat underneath the back bolster and pull the harness through. Yeah. And as you keep pulling, the harness tightens around the baby. And then you can pull this through in one go and it's much, much easier. And then the final step is to ratchet that harness step by step. Yep. And with each pull of that strap, you see the straps tighten a little bit more around the baby, and you just keep going until it's tight enough. And the next question is from Renee, and she would like to know how you know whether the harness and the headrest are at the correct height. Generally, the rule with most rear-facing car seats is that the strap shouldn't be any higher than level with the shoulders, but a little bit lower is okay. So here on this baby or this doll, if you follow the straps, you'll see that the holes that they come out of in the shell are just curved over his shoulder, and the next one up, which is here, would actually be too high for him. The instruction booklet for this car seat says that for the bottom 3, this is now in the middle of those 3, so the second one, if you use the bottom 3 harness heights, the headrest needs to be up all the way out of the way, and only to bring the headrest down for bigger children who are using the 4th and 5th harness height slots. However, a lot of people do find that when the headrest is all the way up for a younger baby who no longer fits in the newborn inserts headrest, that when the baby is asleep, their head falls sideways, and they have asked me if it's okay to move the headrest down. So I've actually asked Diono, and they said that yes, that's fine, as long as the baby is tall enough for the headrest to cover most of their head. So I'd say as long as the bottom of the headrest is in line with the bottom of the baby's ears, then it's okay to lower the headrest down even in the lower harness slots. And I've now swapped the baby for this bigger doll who's roughly the size of a 2-year-old, and I've moved the straps into position number 4, which to be fair is actually a little bit high for this doll, but it's the biggest doll I have. And I just wanted to show that once you go to positions 4 and 5, you actually change the little baby harness pads for these longer ones, and the headrest is then brought down to be just above the child's shoulders. So in this car seat, the headrest and the harness aren't linked like they are in most, where when you raise the headrest, the straps just go up with it. In this one, you have to do it separately. But you've just got to aim for, when rear facing, the straps need to be level with the shoulders or just a little bit lower, and the headrest needs to be as low as possible or all the way up out of the way if the headrest doesn't cover most of the baby's head. And then I have a question from Annie, and she would like to know how to check that the car seat has been outgrown by height, because she wants to make sure that she's getting it right. Now, basically, this car seat, you can use it until the child's head is about an inch away from the top of the edge of the car seat shell. So with a lot of other car seats, like for instance the Axkid Mini Kid or the Britax Maxway, you can actually use them until the eyes are level with the top of the seat. But this one has a much longer shell, and the whole entire shell needs to be behind the child's head with about an inch to spare. And the last question is from Samantha, and it is about the red clip. Now, when you attach the red clip on this side, so when the car seat is installed on the passenger side of the car, then the strap that the clip is attached to at the top of the seat reaches all the way down to there. But Samantha wanted to install this car seat in the middle of her car, where the seatbelt comes from the other side, and therefore it's buckled in on the other side, and the clip needs to go on that side. And to get there, the strap wasn't long enough, and she wasn't able to do it. And I just want to show that you can actually do it, because you can unhook the strap from the side of the seat. But to do that, I'm just going to quickly take the seat out of the car so I can show you properly how that works. Here is threaded through 3 grey plastic bits. The bottom one is screwed in, but the top 2, you can actually, if you just turn the strap sideways, unhook it from these 2 bits here. And then you've got a much longer strap, which will reach the other side of the car for installation behind the driver or in the middle. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon.